Ahmed Rahim, let's talk about how you got started in your business, where it all began, what sort of products you offer.
Well, Numi comes from this lime. It's a dry desert lime. We drank it as little kids growing up, and here in the U.S. But it's native to our homeland of Iraq. And the company started with my sister and I. We focus on pure whole leaf teas that we get from all over the world, from India, China, Sri Lanka, Japan. And then we get a lot of herbs as well from all over the world, probably about 25, 27 countries.
How do you turn one cup of tea into a multi-million-dollar business? Where did that vision come from?
It's really through commitments. It's really about discipline and commitments to what your vision is. If you really know what you want, there's nothing that's going to stop you. And people today are looking for strong community. The American consumer really needs something that's beyond just a product. They want to attach themselves to values. And Numi has so many values attached to it, from the quality of organics, from the fair trade and all the communities we support worldwide, to our quality of just ingredients, using real ingredients and not adulterating the teas or herbs with any oils or flavorings. We don't sell a product, we sell a lifestyle, we sell an experience.
Is there one particular experience that stands out in your mind, perhaps a challenge?
There were some times, when we were a lot younger and in the earlier phases where the finances were very hard and you wonder if you're even going to make payroll. But obviously we've gotten much over those humps. But what I learned through all the financial challenges to keep my team happy is it's not money that will inspire your team. It's really, again, keeping a clear vision and sharing that with them. Because if they believe in it, they'll find a way to get through those hard times when they're not even sure what's going to happen the next day. But if they really believe in the vision that the company's created, and you're small, maybe you're 5, 10, 20, 30 people, but there's strong communication between everyone, you can carry everyone through it.
Is that okay?
I just don't want lemon to be the prominent. I want ginger to be the prominent, because that's what...
How would you describe your management style?
I think I'm pretty firm and clear of what the objectives are and what we're shooting for. And obviously, whoever one's managing, it's important that they mutually agree to certain objectives and goals. Once objectives are clear and we're aligned on what our cost of goods should be, or our inventory should be, or our budget should be, or our expenses, whatever it may be, after that, it's really up to the manager to run with it and run with their team and make sure they can make that happen. Let's figure it out. But that was.
All right, let's propose some names.
How would your employees describe your management style?
I think they say I'm trusting. I trust them immensely, because trust is really important to build morale and build really high esteem with your team. You have to trust them. And I think they think I can be very hard if things don't go the right way. So I'm trying to loosen up a bit on that, so that if things don't go the right way, I'm not hard, I'm understanding and I'm listening and help lift them up if things fall. So
firm but fair. Is that a nice
firm
way
but fair, yeah, I think so. I'm becoming that a little bit more. Maybe I used to be a little firm and unfair, but I've learned through the years and through some really great members of our team and managers, you can be firm, but it's important to really allow some flexibility.
Of the qualities that we tend to think of when we think of an entrepreneur like yourself, risk-taking, perseverance, big ego, which of those apply to you?
Well, some people might say all three. I definitely would feel perseverance is really important. You have to be very fearless in doing something that has such strong values and quality. And risk is also, I think, an attribute that comes into being an entrepreneur, because in doing something, if you're not the first to do it, like creating tea, then you have to do something that's a bit risky. Like, let's do this herb or tea that nobody's ever heard of. Let's try something new. Let's take a different angle on it. And ego, I think ego is confused a lot with confidence, and it's also confused a lot with, people think ego can be confident or can be arrogant. Ego is obviously about just believing in something, in my opinion, and you really believe in it, and you're staying true to it all along the way, no matter how many people try and beat you up and tell you you're doing something wrong, or you do fail and you hear no's from some customers or some opportunities. You don't let that disturb your confidence.
If you could give advice to your younger self, what advice would you give?
I would say take more time to make decisions. There's no rush. But once you know that decision's right, then stay committed to it. And really appreciate and celebrate when something does happen at that time, because you'll miss out on a lot of other things along the way.
Ahmed Rahim of Numi Tea, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sydnie.